break. Yeah, there you go. Pause break. That was the key I needed here. Now to make sure the game's actually... I think it's playing audio. Is it playing audio? Let's see. Profile. Voiceover.
How strange. In the time I've spent
Okay,
with
so
you,
that is working.
my strength
Excellent,
seems to have
excellent.
improved exceptionally quickly.
I can pause
I
that
suppose
now,
I was
'cause
rather
I can tell
fortunate to
that-
make an enemy of you. I'd better dig my teeth in to make sure you can't get away.
Yeah, okay, so my voice is playing. I now have to listen out for EULA to actually talk. I think I can hear the sound effects. It's going to be so weird listening to my voice again. There you go, it's all working. Let me just close the door. There you go, alright. So, I might have just pulled for EULA and kind of wanted EULA really bad. But I've got her. I finally got her. Woo, I just now have to level her up. Which, we might have a small issue there, monetarily. But that's why the stream's the thing. Because right now I am doing...
Shudder!
sub 100k. No, yeah, well, yeah, technically it is sub 100k, but no, I mean sub 1k damage. So I am doing next to nothing. Because even my healer does more damage. There we go. Also, make sure the frame rate is all stable and fine. No dropped frames, so that's all good. Okay, I think we are solid. So yeah, I haven't streamed for about over a week. Mainly because I was actually hard focusing on something. And in theory, I could have actually recorded it. But
Life goes on.
I didn't, so
Delved into destiny.
here we are.
Beg for mercy. Vengeance will be mine.
Okay, game. Okay, it might also be it's super
My will
hot.
embodied. Do
So I
your
have a
master's
feeling the
bidding.
game's frame rate is not going to be the best. Because why would the game frame rate be amazing when, you know, it's like 29 degrees, computer can barely handle
Fate is
things,
upon you.
so it's going to struggle.
Crush.
Summer is always the worst time to
Shadows
do
of
any
fate.
kind of streaming if you don't have a good ventilation. And my room easily becomes like an oven at one point.
Take your true form.
Sacred name, fortune preserver.
Anyway, yes, so I've got EULA. I think the next tuner I want is actually in Honkai, who is... I want to say Kefka. No, it's Kafka.
Rack and ruin.
Who I have saved for ever since the beginning of
Freeze to
the
the core.
game. Aside from
Shudder.
Seal, because
My will
I
embodied.
need the DPS. Well,
Cryo
Seal and
incarnate.
Clara.
Written
Those are
in
the only
stars.
two characters I
Let me
really
scry.
built for. There we go. I just beat you. What the hell, game?
Beg for mercy.
I just beat you, and it's like, oh no, actually, I'm coming back. It's
Take your
round
true
2,
form.
don't you know? So I beat you once, I beat you again. Although, if you're gonna kill Mona almost in one turn, maybe it's not gonna be as easy as I think.
Shadows of fate.
Although, if I can time my ultimate right,
Decided by destiny.
I can avoid a lot of damage. Go.
Manifest.
Opening box of a
Yeah, I
Deathray
spent all my gold, all my resources on Yomiya just to have her somewhat strong. And I'm not using her, which is a contradiction in my build-up.
Divine.
Because I've been using her for domains,
Frost.
and she is like her crit is insane. She could do 10,000 for crit, and it's kind of nuts. But her crit rate is so low, so she kind of bounces between a lot of damage. Oh, hi there! Right, there's 2 enemies, isn't
Delve
it?
into destiny.
And I don't have an archer. Okay.
Beg for mercy.
Transfiguration.
And you turning
Written in
to
the
ice
stars.
doesn't actually mean you fall down. It
Shadows
just
of
means you're in
fate.
place, because you're frozen. Because what are physics? Also, if you see me swapping to Chi-Chi, it's because she has the highest defense of anyone on the team. Kind of like how Mona has the highest attack. Because she has what is it? It's the
Fate is upon you.
catalyst that... Oh. Well, Mona tanked it like a champ. Jeez. Actually, how much armor? You've got 2,000.
What?
Mona had... Oh! She was actually in death range. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that.
What?
Also, I need to make sure
1, 2,
the stream's
3,
actually working.
3, 4.
Because I don't think it is, actually. So if I just do... Duh. In the stream, it should immediately appear. Yep, there you go. Okay, so it is working. That's good. Because I've had multiple times where it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to have this work. Nope, it doesn't work. Not in the slightest. Also, ignore them. They are literally a distraction. They are literally there just to distract you. Just focus on this hardcore, because they will vanish. Adventure of the Shimmering Woods. Nice.
Ooh, pretty.
Ooh, pretty. Okay. So I'm gonna do 3 more gold, and then I'm gonna do the rest EXP. Also, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna swap out EULA for your Mia.
Are you going to hold a festival?
Not because I have anything against EULA, it's because EULA is literally too weak to do any damage. And I don't care for the R&R. I've got a quest to do after this, so that is my prerogative. Oh, the steep is... the hill is actually so steep. Can you tell that I can't really talk? It's so warm. Yeah. Oh, the RNA are singing. And I do not care for them in the slightest. Here we go. Like, this is her regular damage. Not bad at all. This is her E damage. There we go. That's the numbers I like to see.
Go.
Although her one issue is that her damage isn't consistent, so what's
Shadows of
basically
fate.
happening is that each time I want to do damage,
My will embodied. Time for a light
I
show.
have like a third of a chance to do a lot of damage, or I do nothing.
Goldfish up down. Wow. Orders given.
It would also be
Orders
easier if I
received.
could play 2 games at the same time.
Do your
I
master's
physically
bidding.
cannot, so I've got to decide Genshin Honkai, Genshin Honkai. And
Let me scry.
if I don't make progress in one game, I don't make progress in the other. So that's fun. It's always fun trying to decide what game you're gonna fall behind in next. Okay.
Ooh, will we find any firework materials in here?
Actually, what is your artifacts? You've got mainly fire. You've got HP. You've got a lot of crit damage. Unfortunately, your crit rate... Actually, it's about a quarter. It's not too bad. Because I don't think you can get any high. I think maximum you can get is like half? Like 50% crit rate?
Written in the stars.
But that's coming in the cost of crit damage, but it should even out at one point, because if I'm not hitting any crits, but I have a lot of crit damage, there's not a whole lot of point of building crit. But if I'm critting a lot, but the crits aren't doing damage, well, why is it? Sure, I might be doing a little bit more damage, but what's the ultimate point?
Shadows of fate.
So I will have to eventually find a balance between crit rate and crit damage. It's a whole song and dance I think I've said before. Although you are doing a lot of damage. And even regular attacks really hurt when they connect. Hello, where are you? Oh, you're under here. Okay.
Let me scry. Take
Hi
your
there.
true form.
Would you like to
By ordinance divine.
perish? There we go. And that gave me nothing. That was a waste of time. Okay, so let's go up. I think it's up. It's up. It's over. Yeah, it's up. It's up. It's on the mountain side. No, it's here. Whoops.
Shadows of fate. The fuse is lit.
I am just left clicking.
Goldbishop down.
Yomiya is actually kind of nice to play. Honestly, Yomiya is what I would want Amber to be.
Decided by destiny.
Because Amber was a pretty
Transfiguration.
decent
Delved into
DPS.
destiny.
Unfortunately, Aloy is still absolute dog shit. Because, you know, why would you play Aloy when you have Ganyu? Or any other archer? Because I'll say again, her entire kit should be based on selecting elements. Because that was her entire shtick from Horizon Zero Dawn. Or, well, as hacking and that. Actually, why wasn't she an Electro archer? Now that I think about it. Was it literally because she came from a... I'm pretty sure it's because she came from a cold climate. I can't speak, it's too warm.
Time for a light show.
Oh!
Go.
1 HP. Okay, cool, good to know.
Take your true form.
Didn't mean to
Sacred
cut
name,
that close.
Fortune preserver.
Really didn't need to do it like that. But whatever. It worked out. So don't think Yomiya has any defense. Or if she does, it's the basic amount of like maybe a couple from artifacts.
A festive reprise.
And that's how you take care of them. You shoot them in the eye. And then you go down because you shot them in the eye. Because that's how weaknesses work, right?
Delved into destiny.
Although, to be fair, if you were shot in the eye, I'm pretty sure you would be down for a little bit too. Although I think you would still feel someone hitting you. Then again, they're machines. They don't have any nerves. I hope they don't have any nerves. Has it been confirmed they're actually all machine and not any living creature? Because I know the whole Hilicho thing. They're like cursed humans. And it's pretty effed up.
Go bishop down! Do your master's bidding.
These guys are human though.
Obey.
And are just trying to kill me, so... Actually, how the hell do ley lines just summon regular humans? Monsters I can understand, because the point is ley lines that monsters are attracted to, like, the rush of energy. Do humans also get that ability? Why is it that we can't sense it? Or I guess technically we're supposed to be an alien, so we can't actually sense it, but we can sense elemental stuff. The rules are a thing. There you go, one more. Come on.
Fate is upon you. Delve into destiny. Time for a light show.
Go. Oh, that's a pyro slime. I'm not going to do any damage to you while I'm playing as Yomiya. Okay, got ya.
Orders given. Orders received.
Unless I'm not a fire mode anymore.
Fire hazard.
But I got rid of you, so now I can go back to being on fire. And there we go. Now I want to go for experience. Oh no! Now that I said that, I'm just thinking of like a quote I heard during a lecture over the weekend. Basically, I think it was one of the lecturers. Basically said, "Hey, it's like artists. If you want to, what is it? It's like no one wants to work for experience, but if you have no one, you have to work for something." And I think at a point it was like, "Yeah, you should work for experience." It's like, I am torn in two about that, because I don't think artists of old worked for experience. I think you might have been better off being like, hey, if you want to get better at something, plagiarize. Just plagiarize, because at least you're learning something by proxy. Because it's what artists used to do in like the 1800s. Da Vinci, before he was an actual before he made the Mona Lisa. Even then, the Mona Lisa wasn't popular until ages later. That's a story for another time. What was I saying? Artists used to like copy other artists just to try and pass off the original as like a copy, but they used to be really good at it, so they would just pass things on that were like, yeah, this is the original, and it's like insanely good, like overly good. And it's like, I guess I don't want to say it's like scam people. Pass something that isn't yours as yours. It's like, that crosses a moral line a little bit. Also, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Delve into destiny.
Also, speaking of copycats, can I just say, Threads is. I know it's like, it's just Twitter. It's just Twitter. Fun fact. If the lawsuit Elon is giving to Zuckerberg, or alleging to Zuckerberg is true, that coincides with the whole scraping thing, which made Twitter really bad. So, in a sense, I don't know why you would reward Zuckerberg if that was true. it's like, oh, it's a Twitter shit because of the rule changes. And if the accusation of web scraping, which the entire rules were designed to stop, is true, yeah, I think you know who made it shit, because they caused problems. I think I don't know. I've looked at Instagram. I've looked at Threads. I don't like either. They just seem not my cup. I don't want to be posting pictures all the time, and Threads. From what I saw, my timeline was full of people that were like, "Hey, do you want to have 15 different people on your timeline before you've even followed one person?" No, I don't. I really don't want 15 rando people on my timeline because I want to follow people. So I want to follow people I like. I would get it if it was like For You, where based on who you follow and what kind of what you like, you would get that eventually. But no, it's like, oh, actually, let me load up Threads just to see the random bullshit. 'Cause I think, yeah, I've got Threads still on my phone. What's the first random bullshit I see? Highlights, random rap, Saudi Arabia. I can't translate, so I don't know what they're saying. Iran, into TV, Instagram. Okay, Instagram still. Gordon Ramsay. Football. I don't care about any of this. Again, I understand. I'm basically following no one, so it's got nothing to work with. But at least when when Twitter, you make a new account, it kind of forces you to follow people you like. So it kind of gets an initial, oh, this is what you like, and then it will recommend stuff based on what you like. Threads or Twitter bullshit doesn't exactly do that. So, I don't know. Also, from what I saw, let me double check, because I thought, oh, they're all, I see, they're all sponsored account. Oh. Okay, one non-sponsored, sponsored, non-sponsored, sponsored, not sponsored, not sponsored, sponsored. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. Also, it looks almost identical to blooming Twitter. I'm sorry. If you stole our literal patent for how software should look is part of that lawsuit, then yeah, I 100% understand this. Without a doubt, because that is scummy. I don't care if people like EULA or not. All I can say is I'm not going to promote theft.
Transfiguration.
I'm not going to promote, hey, I'm just copying your homework. Because it's quite literally the meme, like the Spider-Man meme, where you got a fake Spider-Man and a real Spider-Man. Although I think people have altered the meme to the point where it's just like, hey, who are you? And it's like the same Spider-Man over and over again, which is an alternate take of the meme. Because it's supposed to be like, hey, you look like me. But in reality, it's they literally just copy Twitter. So I don't know. I don't like Threads. I'm not going to use it. It's not even a probably there. It's like, you don't like Twitter because Elon made bad suggestions. Makes good suggestions? Because honestly, this is like the what? We've had Mastodon. We've had what was the other one? Mastodon, Reddit. I think there was another site that was supposed to be like the big Twitter killer replacement, and it just never happened.
By destiny.
It's like, come on, guys! If you're just gonna keep going to place to place to place to place to place,
Sacred
just to get
name,
away from the
fortune
bullshit.
preserver.
Also, just I don't know. So, what do you want? I think is the best way to put it. Because honestly, I think it's they just don't want to talk to certain people. I think they want a space where they can just talk amongst themselves. And because they're talking amongst themselves, they're just isolated. I think that's what's going on. Which, why are you at social media if you don't want to communicate with people? I understand some people have some horrible fucking opinions. Like, absolutely dreadful. But, at the end of the day, do you... If you don't like someone's opinion, and they're wrong, you should be able to say, hey, no, that's completely wrong. 1 plus 1 isn't pineapple, it's 2. Because pineapple isn't even a freaking number. Also, even if you try to do the excuse of, oh, actually, we're doing it in a creative way, you wouldn't ever warp 1 and a 1 together in such a way that you would, make a pineapple. You just couldn't. Because you've just got straight lines. 2 plus 2 equals fish is a funny joke, but at least you can see it making a fish based on positioning it. Anyway, the point at the end of the day is just...
Have you ever kept going?
I think people just want... I don't think they want to be... How to put this? It's not that they want to lose Twitter, and it's not that they want to go somewhere else. It's not even the fact they want to grow. They want to get rid of certain people, which again I can understand. But also, holy fucking shit, grow up. As in the real world, there are people, horrible people. I remember a couple of days ago, I was walking around and like some guy was just blasting the N-word all the time, and it's just like, okay,
this is the spot.
people like that exist.
Now, I'm sure
people,
you're both wondering,
dickheads like that exist,
but where's the component?
and you can't get rid of them.
Oh, where could
Because
it
to get rid of them, you'd have to literally,
Oh, it's a
get
red
rid
thing,
of them.
right? Water Droplet showed us how that works already.
Yes, showing people the ropes is supposed to be my job. Oh, I can't believe I'm being shown up by a Hydro Eidolon.
Cheer up, Edea. The Hydro Eidolon
I don't like
can
Edea.
give a basic
I really
demonstration of
don't.
how to use things, but beyond that, it can't communicate. That's where you come in. Your descriptions can explain everything in full. Paimon forgot how persuasive Kokomi can be when she really wants to. Sometimes having a genius strategist around really comes in handy.
Oh, well, if you put it that way.
Hold on.
Well,
The
then,
Traveller's
just
got
pretend
more
like you've never seen it before,
self-thought.
and I'll tell
No,
you
so
all
this
about
is also a thing.
This is called the
This
streaming
event,
projector.
I think,
Everything
is
here in the
trying to
Valurian Mirage was
edge
made
in
using
that
this
the Traveller
device.
is going to make
All you
more
need to do is place an
personality,
item in the projector,
like,
and you can
perform
construct
more.
a corresponding item based on the shape
Because
of the
right now,
original
the Traveller
and
is
your
nothing but a
imagination.
blank slate,
At
with
least,
Paimon
I
basically
think
doing
that's
all
what
this
it used
stuff.
to do. With the domain
I
in its
think
current state, only its most basic
earlier on,
functions are
the
still
Traveller had
active.
like a line where it was like joking with Paimon.
Okay,
And normally it's like,
not
oh,
quite
it's
that
emergency
basic.
food, ha ha
At the
ha,
moment,
like very, very
it's only
basic
able
joke.
to show
But at one point,
two-dimensional
she just did like this
I
really
call them
creepy face.
blueprints.
And it's like, oh god, it's really creepy.
Think of it like a sort of draft
But also
or
then,
blueprint or something.
it's really creepy. She's not done that before.
So you're saying the component fell into the preprints?
Yes, exactly. I'll leave you to go in and physically retrieve it. Well, I'll be out here rooting for you by doing a motivational dance.
Really?
No, sorry. I feel like I have two left feet when I try to dance. I guess I'll just find a place nearby to sit and wait patiently for you.
Hey, come on! Cheer up! We'll handle everything from here!
Okay, so I want to push this to the side because our spawn is over here. Yeah.
Doesn't look like the component is in here.
What the? I understand. Oh, okay. It's like carnival music. That's
the one.
kind of nice.
Now you just need to bring it back out.
Oh, so there's no acceleration. It is quite literally just move left, move right.
What is this thing anyway?
Which,
Some kind
yeah,
of
I think
gear?
that fits.
And why is it so small? It doesn't look like it.
It's hard to explain, but I assure you that it's definitely one of the components.
It is a component.
So that leaves
Every journey begins with a first step. I think we're off to a good start. And
You really think so? I suppose you're right.
I still am not a fan of
She did
Kokomi's
manage
voice.
to defeat Class A at the Onmyo Chamber, after all.
It's too cutesy.
you don't need to keep bringing that up.
Anyway, thank you for all your help. I'll take this and start trying to repair the central hub. You two may as well head back. Oh, why am I so clumsy? Once again, I was no help at all. The least I can do is try and handle the actual repairs.
This is where I just think at the end of this, Iddy is just going to become a villain. Because straight up, she's just kind of being like, why can't I do anything? Oh my god. And it's going to get to the point where it's like, oh yeah, it's like I could do one thing. Just like chaos and mayhem and destruction. It's like that's all I can do. That's my purpose because, you know, low self-esteem. I got Choyovo. Jolly vouchers. Fly back. Okay, I keep seeing those will-o-wisps, and I keep thinking they're the actual wisps. They're like Guide to Treasure. But no, it's just literally will-o-wisps that like appear and vanish. You... However... are what I'm actually supposed to be using.
So, this is what the world considers to be treasure.
This is what the world considers to be treasure. Yes, exactly that. What? Okay, that was kind of funny. Just like, ooh, I hit a box. Oh, a smaller box there. Oh, let me hit it again. Oh, a smaller one. Okay. Let me up the music a little bit, because I can barely hear it. Okay. I like the jazzy music, I like it. It's party time. Okay, no, have. One's having an argument, the other one's just happy to listen to the argument. Oh, is this where the music's coming from? Oh, okay. Go, wait over here. While I turn on the light.
What's wrong, Kokomi? I'm just a little confused. You mentioned that the water droplet showed you how to use the projector? Can you tell me a little bit more about that? I'm so curious to know what happened.
Oh, sure!
I see.
Oh.
Hey, look! The wheel is spinning now!
Oh, the wheel is spinning.
Oh. And now it's stopped again! Well, that didn't last long.
It also
So,
wasn't
good, the end of the
spinning at
world
right
isn't here
speed.
yet.
Before the incident, it spun much faster than that.
Oh, so you saw it back when it was still working?
Oh yes, I arrived here a little earlier than the rest of you. But the incident took place not long after I entered.
For you see, I broke everything.
Felt like the world was flipped upside down. I don't know how else to describe it. And I certainly don't want to experience it again.
No, it's no use. Seems it won't run until all the missing components are returned. For a moment there, when it started turning, I got excited. I thought that maybe the hub can work just
Are you
fine
telling me
without
that
the
a
other three.
Wishful
made
thinking
machine
is only
doesn't
going to
work
lead
without
to
every single
disappointment,
important component?
Let's stick
What
to
a
the
shock.
plan. We'll get there.
Hey, Miss Honorary Knight and Miss General are here. Oh, and our mascot. You beat us. I was sure we were gonna be the first ones back.
Hey, how'd it go?
Terrible.
Impressive. I doubt you'd find many other knights of such caliber even among the Knights of Favonius.
How about our master thief and mage? Did you find anything?
You bet. We made
But
a
you see what I
huge
mean. The
discovery.
Traveller normally would have just
place
been
we were
mission
trying to
success
get to
or
was
did the
blocked
second
off.
option. But no, she did a little pose.
Past it, and there was no way
I
around.
am 100% sure that's what they're going to do. They're going to try and make the characters way more emotive.
Nowhere, so we hurried back here.
Because the one complaint I know
They had a
is
kid
that
just now?
the Traveller is a blank slate.
Come and see Miss Honorary
Which is
Knight.
quite literally,
Let's go on a
there is
canyon
nothing to
adventure.
them. They've got no soul.
I'll sit this one out.
Miss General, you should come.
Occasionally,
Wonderful.
she does that little
It would be an
fist pumping
honor
thing.
to
Where it's like,
serve as
let's
advisor
go,
for our young mage.
to show excitement. But I do think they're gonna try and make well, I'm not sure if Aether gets the same treatment, but I know certainly Lumina's getting more personality, just more attention. Go. Because I think the only lick of personality was with Yomiya. Quite literally, all it was is Yomiya home? Let's have a party, yeah! And it was like, not childish. No, would childish be the right word? Yeah, I think childish would be the right word.
Ooh, will we find any firework materials in here?
But it always seemed out of place. Like, why would a character who's basically got no personality suddenly develop personality? And why would it be like a child? So, I think it makes sense for the character to be more emotive when, you know, they're in like a childish land. Can I just break these? Ooh. Because I think they're doing this for Cleve. I think they're putting on an act for Cleve because she doesn't quite understand the dangers. No, that's not right. Because I'm fairly certain we've had events with Cleve, and we've had very serious moments, and they've not given a shit about Cleve being, you know, involved.
This canyon wasn't here before.
Just before the canyon appeared, I heard a faint sound, like something mechanical turning.
Ka-chuck, ka-chuck, ka-chuck.
Could it have been the central hub? That would mean this canyon appeared after it started spinning.
Hey, you, oh. New guys, huh?
Oh, hey! Paimon didn't realize anyone else besides Dio lived here.
You actually saw her? She's barely shown her face since everything started falling apart here.
Hmm?
Excuse me for asking, but who are you?
Oh,
Idia.
right. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Ferdinand. Me and my brothers look after this whole zone. Well, we used to, until this whole domain was, like, flipped upside down, or whatever. The method we were using to make the carts and tracks stopped working after that.
Idia is working on repairing the domain. We were just with her before coming here.
Really? Huh. I assumed that she'd be curled up in a fetal position somewhere, hoping all her problems will magically disappear on their own. Good for her. Anyway, I checked all the stations around the whole circuit.
think.
They've all conked out.
Conked out? How? Would you mind elaborating a little for us?
Stopped working.
But aren't you just travelers who stumbled upon this place by accident?
Nuh-uh. I'm Mage
Wait, hold on.
Idia's
What's
helper.
what's that
A
got to do with the
mage?
price of chips?
You?
Allow me to explain.
You see, we're trying to satiate a
Okay,
child's
I
curious
gotcha.
imagination.
Well, right now the more helpers we got, the better, I guess. Anyway, our first priority is to get the carts here up and running again.
Oh? And why is that?
The roads here twist and turn so much that the best way to get around is by riding the rail tracks instead. Let me show you. This is what we used to make them. Did Dia bring you up to speed on these things? Yep. Basically, we need something that we can put inside that'll make a cart for us.
Like what? Can it be anything as long as it looks like...
Yeah, you could put it that way. But one other thing is that it has to be compatible with the tracks.
So, something like a sedan chair, maybe?
Hold on.
But I'm not sure we have all the materials required to build one of those.
Oh, okay. It's literally just a thing. Another form, commonly called sedan chair, consists of a chair or window cabin suitable for a single occupant, also carried by at least 2 porters. How about a castle with legs?
Suggestion is that? That would be way too complicated to make.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't think we have the right materials for that.
Aww.
Really?
Clee's up to something, though.
Hey everyone, come and see what Klee made.
Ta-da! Look, I made a cart.
How?
Amazing work, Klee.
I have
Whoa.
questions. A lot
It's a
of
track
them.
like a glove too.
How? Silently,
Plus,
too.
It's a heck of a lot cuter than the ones that Dia made.
I just wanted to give it a try, and suddenly, boom! There it was! Paimon's gotta ask, what exactly did you make your cart from, Klee?
The bones of the fallen, obviously.
Jumpy Dumpty!
A bomb.
Thought so.
Is there a problem or something? If not, then let's get ready to leave.
It's just... this cart is made from,
It's a bomb or something, isn't it? Yeah, I gathered from your conversation that Jumpy Dumpty is a little more volatile than the cute name suggests. It's okay, though, because the end product only takes on the general look of the source material. So to be more specific, while different materials have different properties, most of them aren't transferred to,
It's okay! No need to delve into the theoretical stuff.
Basically, just
Paimon
because
just
you
wanted to
have the
make sure we
components
aren't
of a
about to
bomb
end
in the
up like
thing,
the,
it doesn't mean the thing is a
flying
bomb.
fish of Starfell Lake.
Huh?
Can we ride the cart now?
In a moment. We need a hydroidolin to power it up first.
Also, whenever I hear Eidolon, I just think Final Fantasy. And then I just think Bahamut is just like fueling all this thing.
Okay,
because
she's
you
ready
just
to
gave him
roll.
a rat tail.
Hop in.
Because apparently that's how you fuel things in that universe. Cart platforms of the Choo Choo chart are split into locked and unlocked states. You can only summon Choo Choo charts at unlocked platforms. The first time a Choo Choo cart in operation reaches a locked cart platform, that cart platform will be unlocked. When the Choo Choo cart passes by an already activated cart platform, it will not stop and continue forward. Oh! Ooh, I like this.
Whoa! This cart is fast! Chugga 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 woo woo!
Oh, I've got a hit.
Ah! I'm gonna call it the choo choo cart!
Okay. I do like that. That's a neat little introduction.
We need to make some repairs before we can go any further. Yep, looks like it's all reverted to a preprint state here.
Do you know why that happened?
Everything in this domain starts as a preprint and only takes shape after being illuminated by the streaming projector. But the hydroidolin that forms the tracks here has been trapped in the print.
So someone needs to go into the preprint and rescue the hydroidolin.
But the projector here is sealed off by a giant
That's the hydroidolin's way of protecting the device from damage. If the streaming projector broke...
Aha! So for step 1, we need water droplet to help!
Okay, so they actually explain why there's a barrier there. Literally, it's just to protect it.
Any
Which
volunteers for step
makes
2?
sense.
Leave that to us! We know...
We know what to do. Okay, where are we? Okay, so... And that's it. Actually, that's it.
Ah, so the hydroidolin was locked up in that chest.
Aw, it's completely empty! Yay! We saved 2 water droplets now!
Hey!
Whoa! Water droplet just transformed into some new tracks!
Good.
Nice.
Let's keep going then.
Not so fast. Choo Choo Cart requires power of the hydroidolin to operate. When the hydroidolin decorporalizes and enters the Choo Choo Cart, its windows will light up at the time you'll be able to ride the cart. When the hydroidolin departs the Choo Choo Cart, its windows will dull. Oh, I get it now. I kind of want to explore this place a little bit. Can I explore this place a little bit?
Scry the sky.
Apparently not. I'm not allowed to. Except I can just climb up here. Up here. Okay, never mind. So okay, I like this a lot. Let's go get faster. Oh, there you go.
Hey, Ferdinand! You mentioned that you managed this place together with your brothers. Did you mean that your brothers are water droplets?
No, the hydroidolins are like helpers here. As for my brothers, well... those two. You'll meet them soon enough.
I got all 85. Okay.
This should cover food and rent for a while.
Okay, so I can swap lines. Oh!
Look! Klee can fly just like Paimon now.
Okay, this is kind of charming. I do like it. This is an actually neat way to actually introduce a scenic view. Oh, it doesn't hurt enemies.
Seems we've just about finished repairing the station and the connecting tracks. Let's go check the track switcher now. It's over there.
It's over where? Where am I going? Am I going over here? I'll just hit this and see what happens. Yeah, I had a feeling this would be it. And then we jump on the mushroom and boing. Okay, so it is actually just taking us to where we need to be.
Scry the sky.
Oh, I can see where the complexity is going to be. Okay. Because we only had to hit left jump, or left click. I imagine it's going to be way more complicated than that. I imagine we're going to have to at least press right click. Oh, what do I think of the new skins? Sorry, I wasn't actually paying attention to chat. Let's see. I don't actually remember the new skins, because I don't own any of them. Because as far as I know, Klee has... Klee has this one. Kalile... Does Kalile have a skin? No, she does not. Does EULA have a skin? No, she does not. I actually don't know. Character outfits. It's just Klee. I mean, I like the skin. I think it's a cool skin. I think they underutilize skins dramatically though, because I saw there was some sort of promotion for like an actual knight skin,
I bet it's something
but
super
it doesn't
important.
seem to have taken
I
place.
remember what Kaya said earlier. Very good, Klee. You're using what you saw earlier to make observations, like a real adventurer.
We can get food now, right? No,
It
Klee.
appears to be a system that rotates to switch tracks.
That's right. Originally, all you had to do was flip this switch and the junction would rotate. But it seems Jeremy still hasn't fixed it yet. He sure talks big, but when it comes to actually getting things done...
Is this Jeremy you mentioned one of your brothers?
Yeah. When I talked to him about repairing the tracks, I suggested we start with the station. But he said we should start at the junction. Really, it made no difference which one we started with. But he just had to turn it into a huge argument. He always treats me like I'm a fool and disagrees with anything I say.
Okay.
Let's see what he has to say now that I've already fixed the tracks.
Well, if you ask me, you're clearly a sharp
Ferdinand
person,
seems
Ferdinand.
kind of
Yes.
like a dick.
Finally, someone who can recognize that, rather than just shrugging off my ideas. Come on, let's make our way to the junction and see what he's up to. I bet he's
Insecure
still
is also
fretting.
another word that comes to mind. Because like, oh my god, my brother is so bad at this. Oh gosh. Like, does that actually matter? Oh yeah, this is where it gets tricky.
Sometimes I can't help but get angry just thinking of Jeremy. You should have seen him back in the sandstorm.
There we go.
I suggested we go east, and he argued that we should go west.
Ugh.
You were in a sandstorm? What happened after that?
I might understand
We
his
separated
pain
and each went
of
our
having
own
to
way.
deal with someone who basically doesn't
Lucky
listen to
for
you.
us, we stumbled
but
across this domain. Otherwise,
At the
I'm
same
sure we would've been
time,
buried in
why are
the
you
sand.
telling us about this? Also, how did you get here before us?
Everything will get better once we get the switcher working
Uh,
again.
Kaya has a skin.
Still
I'll
stuck
have
here
to check
just
that
as
out
I
because I actually
expected.
didn't see
Didn't I
that.
already tell you? Just have the hydroidolins fix the junction and then make a new cart. After that, we can use the junction to... Wait a minute, how did you get here? It took a lot of effort for me to climb all the way up.
The answer is standing right in front of you.
This little
Yeah,
girl is
sure.
going to blow up the
Those
entire
trappers must
world
have helped you.
because she is the dark mage of the end of the world, daughter of Alice.
You never get anything done on your own. You always get someone else's help and then try to take the credit for yourself.
You're one to talk. What have you managed to accomplish, huh? You were here just moping around.
Whoa. They started arguing the moment they saw each other.
That's brothers for you.
Aren't they
Me? His brother? Hardly.
All right, Jeremy. That's enough.
Fine. I'd rather be focusing my efforts on fixing the
Okay,
track switch
so
rather than arguing
they have
anyway.
almost identical
You
hair.
should calm down too,
Uh,
Ferdinand. Let's
Are they
all
like
focus on
supposed
the
to be clones
situation
or
at
something,
hand.
or like
Any personal problems can be
summonings of? I
fine.
don't know.
I'm sorry you had to see that. My name's Jeremy. I'm one of the people responsible for taking care of this area. I assume you're the ones who helped repair the tracks. Thank you very much. It means a lot.
We're gonna blow them
You
up
need
soon.
to
Don't
think
worry
this.
about it.
We're just trying to help Edea restore the domain.
Well, you see,
I
you have
see.
no idea what's going on.
Now that you and Ferdinand brought the cart up here, we'll need the hydroidolins to fix the area below.
I see a chest.
Again, huh? Seems the hydroidolins are really important around this place.
Almost like the
Yes, of
borderline
course.
native.
Not only do they keep the junction
everything
turning,
functioning.
they operate practically everything else in the domain too.
Okay, just infinitely generating water. Good to know. Oh. Oh. So is this where we
Alright.
get to
Seems
select
most
our
of the tracks and
tracks?
junctions have been repaired now.
Yep. So maybe it's time you give credit where credit is.
What? You think you deserve the credit? If anything, we should be thanking these travelers.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
You. Well, either way, you're not the one getting any credit. You're always quick
Oh
to
my
criticize my
freaking God,
ideas and
shut
push your
up.
own, but you never actually get
Ferdinand
anything
can shut
done.
up.
And what about you?
Playing Need for
Don't
Speed.
forget it was
I don't
Otto
get
and I who
Need
took
for-
care
okay,
of the
I haven't
mess
played Need
that
for Speed
one
in
time
nearly
you
10 years.
impulsively tried one of your
I don't get Need for
brilliant
Speed, but I
ideas.
do understand the sentiment.
Speaking of Otto, was he?
I left early this morning. I assumed he'd be with you.
Seriously? Couldn't you have at least looked to see where he was before you left?
Ugh.
Hey, come on! You didn't see him either, so what's your excuse?
Stop the bickering, please.
I don't get it. Nobody did anything bad. Why are they arguing?
I just don't like his smug attitude, that's all.
You don't
Who
like
are you
anyone.
calling smug? If anything, you're the one who's making such a big fuss right now.
Literally, yes. Ferdinand is a minus 10 out of
Alright,
10.
I think we've heard enough from you two.
Thank you, Kaya.
If you insist on bickering, then I'd suggest you go somewhere else. Otherwise, I'll just cool you two off myself.
I think that's the first time I've seen Kaya be potentially angry.
Now, come with me. I'd like to have a word with you.
Grow the F up.
Don't be upset, Klee. There are many complicated situations in this world which don't always have a logical explanation.
Yep,
As a
exactly.
passing traveler here, It's not my place to comment on their disputes. But in my experience,
people could do whatever the hell they want and will do whatever the hell they want, even if it works to their detriment or is just hurtful to everyone around them.
It's still not right. I don't know how to explain my feelings.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to become the
Please calm
Dark
down.
Lord.
You shouldn't argue in front of a child like that.
We're sorry, Klee.
It's like it took you, someone basically threatening you to shut
Were you
up.
about to go look for your brother Hado?
Ah, right. Our best guess is he's somewhere around the torrential twister. We would have to use the junction to send a cart to another area.
Sorry to trouble you again, but would you help us find him?
Oh,
I wonder if there's hostilities. Also, let me just check Kaya real quick. Oh, he does have Sailwind Shadow. I like it. But I like this one a lot more. It's just, how to put it? It's very... like, there's just more in this default. I just like it way more. Okay. And go. Please help. Okay, I don't know how that's helping, but I'll take your word for it. Rotate the track blossom on the screen to change the track to choose you'll travel on. Okay. So we are currently on green.
okay. This is the end of this track segment. Otto should be nearby.
Oh, is this... Oh, yeah, so this is just going in a clockwise motion. So we will eventually get through everything. Do I have to hit this? Ba, ba, ba. Okay, I do like this section. It does actually make you feel a little bit more involved. Which, for an action RPG, should be the case. I can't speed it up though, so... And there's no penalty for me spamming. Although I'm sure spamming is going to get me into more trouble than not.
Ah, I guess you had repaired the
yeah, I
tracks and
pulled for
stations
EULA.
as soon as I saw a cart come zipping along. Now that the
I've
tracks,
already
station,
got
and
her.
cart...
Well,
You're in no condition to be.
I got her on her rerun. I
That's
tried to get her on the original
But
banner,
you should
but
stop exactly.
didn't
If
work.
there's anything.
Hey, that's between Jer.
I'm not trying.
so because I'm rank 60, I kind of need
Don't
to
worry.
hyper
We're not
grind her
arguing,
up,
Klee.
and that's
We're
going
just,
to take some time.
Discussing some things.
Are you and Jeremy worried about Hado?
Hmm?
Why don't you just talk to him about it? Kaya's also worried about me sometimes, but he doesn't ever criticize me.
You're right. But our relationship is much better than these guys.
True.
Well, our situation is a little different.
Really? How?
We've been through this kind of thing before. If we didn't warn Hado, then he wouldn't take it seriously and something would eventually happen. As his brothers, we have to help him.
But it doesn't look like you're helping.
Observation from a child, yeah?
Maybe Klee doesn't understand everything. But my mommy told me that you help someone to make them feel happy, not to make yourself happy.
Smart
Hado
point.
sure doesn't look very happy. Why don't you ask him what he needs? Klee's
Putting
right,
someone
you know?
else before
He needs to
yourself.
open up and talk things through.
I'm sure people haven't
Our
thought of that
brothers, after
before.
all.
Because I'm pretty sure people think about themselves first and nothing else.
I've always cared a lot about you, Hado.
Thank you.
Just like when we were back in the desert. You suddenly passed out and Jeremy and I started. I'm just worried that something similar could happen again. If you were to pass out and with nobody around to help you.
I know, but this domain is nowhere near as dangerous as the desert. I was thinking that if I could handle these problems myself, then you two wouldn't have to argue about anything. If it weren't for my poor health and lack of energy all the time, then I wouldn't have always been such a burden on you two.
No need to feel guilty, Hado. This was our choice. The three of us love adventuring. No one is a burden on anyone. Isn't that why we came up with the idea for this area? I would do the thinking, Ferdinand would use his muscle, and you would...
Have fun.
Draw the blueprints and build tracks. It'll be a safe way to see all kinds of amazing scenery. Yes, that was the plan.
See? Doesn't it feel better just to get along?
Hey, what are you trying to say? You make it sound like I've only been trying to talk myself up.
That is precisely 100% what you've been trying to do, Ferdinand.
Klee, having the car zip along the tracks was my idea.
Yeah, what an amazing idea. You're so smart.
Hey, Klee, do you want to ride even more fun?
Yay! Let's ride more!
Why does that delivery just sound
Looks like
really
Klee said
foreboding?
We're trying to win Klee's approval now.
Klee hasn't realized it yet, but her innocent, childlike nature is very powerful. It can inspire and even help heal others. Hey, everyone. Please come
I
with me.
fear the day
We need to get the
we get
hydroidolin in the cart to
we
help
get
us.
like a potential time skip where it's like, yes, Klee, 10 years later, she's a complete villain. Ride the choo-choo cart. Okay. Up we go. I know there is going to be a trick where they're going to try and have the they're going to have that prompt, but it's going to like be a detriment rather than a help, because that's gameplay 101. You introduce a mechanic and you try to work around the mechanic, in this case swapping carts. How can swapping carts be good? Well, it can give you treasures. How can it be bad? Well, it can take treasures away. I wonder if this is slowly becoming a roller coaster, because that's exactly what's happening.
Good. Torrential Twister is ready to run now. Let's go to the station at the start of the track.
Oh, right, literally when you get to the new point, you have to jump off. So if I didn't do that, I would have literally just been going forward. 30 in 3 minutes. Okay. So what's the trick? Oh, the trick is I can't see the green dots because they're in grass. Good to know.
Scry the sky.
Got a balance. Wait, I'm getting prestige chests? Or precious chests?
Finding treasures.
For
pretty
such a simple
exhilarating.
task. That's a tad overkill, isn't it? I I know I could just ride the track again, but I'm not climbing that flower. So I'm just gonna run on the water.
Hado and I have
I'm
double-checked
on the
everything. It's
EULA
all operating
server.
safely. You can go for a ride now.
Hold on a sec. Before we say goodbye, I have something I'd like to give you all. It's a rock climbing rope. We used it on our adventures to climb mountains and traverse many places.
A rope.
Huh? But doesn't it mean a lot to you? Are you sure you want to give it to us?
Yes, of course. Please take it. Thanks to Klee and everyone else's help, we realized that there's a special bond that keeps us together. Even though it's invisible, it's even more important than rope. We can always hold on to it through tough situations.
Huh? I helped?
Yes, Klee. You are a big help.
Even bigger than that huge thing in the middle of this place?
Yes, much bigger.
Wow, that's huge! I'm so happy.
By the way, have you ever seen anything like the choo-choo cart in the outside world?
Nope. Today was the first time I rode anything like it.
Is that so? I guess I'm not surprised. Seems you won't find Torrential Twister anywhere else. Be sure
what?
to come back and ride the choo-choo carts
Torrential
again
Twister,
while you still have
streaming
the chance.
projector. I'm sorry, I think there was a bit of a mistake there.
I will.
God, I love it when mistakes like that happen. Because it's just a case of, oh yeah. It's like, oh, this awesome mistake. Oh, this is where it's gonna become a roller coaster. Here we go. Oh boy.
Oh, this is even higher than I expected. The drops are pretty steep too. Are you okay, Kokomi? If you're scared, just yell and let it out. We won't tell anyone. What happens in the bottle domain stays in the bottle domain.
Okay. Left, or right, left, left. Okay. Okay. There we go, got everything.
Looks like Klee's having the most fun.
Oh, if we didn't do that, oh, okay. So that, okay, that is the benefit to using those side things. Now then, it's getting a little tricky. Because now, what's on the left isn't going to be on the left. And now they're rotating. And I can barely see. Oh god. I can't even see. I can't move the cursor. I can't change the camera angle. I have to go with what it's showing me. That's all 100.
We could do with some more fortune.
That's not too bad.
That's so much fun.
My team
We could
is.
fly across the sky like.
I actually forget who's on my team right now.
Nothing. Oh.
Sorry to bother.
I know I've got Mona,
there's something
so
a
that's
master
just for hydro
thief would
damage.
like to
I've
report.
not actually put together
Do you
a
still remember
proper
our
team
mission?
for this event. I've just put in whatever characters kind of I had on hand.
We're supposed to be helping Adia look for the missing components. But don't worry.
I'm not exactly taking combat too seriously.
Snatched it when we weren't looking?
I didn't have to go that far. In fact, the component we were searching for was actually that orange rope. If anything, you could say it came right into our hands at the right time. Let's head back and give it to Adia.
Aw, do we really have to go? Okay. Even though I want to keep playing, I know Adia is really important. And that's our wise mage. Don't worry. Tonight, you'll be able to see stars in the water and watch fish dance in the sky.
Kokomi, Jesus Christ, you look so depressed.
Kokomi's out of it after that ride. face is completely blank and her lip was trembling while she was speaking.
We're in no rush.
I thought I was keeping my composure pretty
So
well.
when your eyes
Don't worry,
look
my
glazed
head is always
over
spinning.
quite like
I'm
that,
used to this.
that literally
We should
means
head
you're
back
out of
to
it.
Edea.
How about we hold hands, Miss General? Klee will give you energy.
Aww. She quite literally looks like she's possessed.
After holding Klee's hand, the stars in the sky and the fish in the water have all disappeared. I must have been seeing things from her.
What are you smiling?
Oh.
She was quite literally dazed. Alright, so... Oh, there's so many things. Oh, that thing's suspicious. Yeah, so I've got Mona, Hydro damage. Yomiya, Pyro, good DPS. Shenhei, she's supposed to be for a cryo team, but I just left her in. Chi-Chi, Ice Healer, that's about it. Again, I've not exactly put together a coherent team for this. If I wanted to put a coherent team, it's like those two are fine. I'd probably have
I
Ayaka
await your instruction.
for secondary damage, and for healing, I'd probably have Jean,
You
actually.
may leave at any time.
Because Mona can set down her taunt, Yomiya can hit people who are then being Hydro, so that leaves to Vaporize. Ayaka can hit people and freeze them and do a lot of damage. And Jean is just there to heal. She's not exactly there for anything big.
Let me scry. Whirling snow.
Yeah, in the end, I'm not exactly min-maxing everything. I honestly think min-maxing kind of kills the fun in everything. You want something pretty good, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like when you're playing extremes when it comes to team composition, you can have the best composition in the world, but then if you're only aiming for the best, then you're not exactly leaving yourself a lot of variety.
Ooh, will we find any firework materials in here?
Like, I think, what was it? I think at one point, I was just like, okay, face through that. I put in different units in my team, just because I wanted to use them for once. My main example of this would be Aloy, who is dreadful. Or not, dreadful is a harsh way to put it. I would say she's more abandoned. Because she could have been awesome if she was given the right setup. But quite literally, she had bad timing. Her entire shtick is she does cryo damage after you attack an enemy enough. But the issue is that to do that, you have to keep swapping her out. So she's not a DPS person. And so you're just kind of poking with her, defeating the entire purpose of using her. And again, that's just analyzing how she plays. There's no point playing a character that does no damage. Oh. Okay. Cool. But now, I like all the characters. I especially play Noelle at some points. Because Noelle is honestly kind of fun to play when you just like give her a lot of defense and attack. You get an E set up. I forgot I had that turned on. I'm going to decline. That was suspicious timing. Yeah, I understand there's a need for people want to be competitive. I think it's kind of why one of my friends played this game and quit a long time ago. Because they just played Razor, because Razor was the best unit in the game at that point. And because they only played Razor and just steamrolled through everything, they just didn't have fun because it became the same deal. Because they were playing the best possible thing.
Then we'll see you later.
Which, at the end of the day, the point of a game is to have fun. If you're trying to min-max things, you're not exactly playing in the spirit of a game. You're just trying to be the absolute best, like it's competitive.
Well, it sounds like our young mage enjoyed herself. So, back to the missing component. Did you bring it?
But also, at the same time,
The missing component was this
well,
orange climbing
I say
rope.
min-maxing, that literally
occurred to me that you
just
probably
means
ran into
making
the three
things as best as
brothers while you
possible
were in
or
the
making things
canyon.
as worst as possible.
If I
And I know
remember
that friend
correctly,
has done the
two
same
eldest
thing in
brothers were
Honkai,
taking their sickly
where
younger brother on
they made
adventures,
everything,
and they ran into a
they didn't level
sandstorm
everything
and
up,
ended up
they
here.
did all the hard
They
challenges,
were all arguing.
just because they
They
wanted the
sure
game to be
must have a
difficult.
lot.
And it's like,
You always
again,
sound as if
Yes.
you're defeating
I've
the
known them
purpose
for
of the
quite
game.
some time after all.
I understand you want things
But
to be
I
a
seldom
challenge,
go. You can hold on to the rope for now.
but also,
traveler. I have no use, by the way.
if you want
EULA
a
and
challenge,
have also returned.
play a
But
harder
I'm afraid
game.
They weren't able to make much. They mentioned that they would like to head to the jump. Now that I've told you everything, I'll go rest.
So that sound was my phone. I have
I mean,
notifications on.
Do you need me to accompany you?
Oh, no, it's all right. You've already accomplished a lot today.
An invitation from afar. Quest completed. And now we have to wait till the morning. Which means... I'm not going to just wait. Oh! Oh wow, we explored a lot. Oh, and there's more. Oh, there's more. This one. Because we're going back to the tracks. Something something Samurai Jack. I know that's not the lyrics at all. Yeah, heading to the desert in the southwest. There we go. I see that chest.
A festive reprise.
See you, slimes. You're not getting away from me that easily.
Whirling snow. Take flight.
There we go.
I shall treasure this good
Now
fortune.
I have to head back. Because I jumped out of the cart way too early. Because I just wanted to get that chest. Alright, where the heck am I going? Over here. Can I land on this? Oh, I can! Oh, right, these are physical platforms. Summon the choo-choo board and let's go. Also, Clee mentioned she used Jumpty Dumpty for this. There are so many Jumpty Dumpties. I'm pretty sure she just said, oh yeah, I just used all of them. Every single one. Left. Right. Left. Oh, okay, just heading off to the desert. That's just the goal, I see. We're just adventuring off. We're not even taking a break. There we go. Alright, I guess we'll follow this path for now. Also, just to mention, if it takes me a while to respond, it is quite literally because I am not looking at the chat until I have to switch back to OBS. What is your user use? So, I've only just started building EULA, so she doesn't have the things she needs. But I would probably recommend, if you want to build EULA properly, Google Guides. That's probably your best bet. Because it's very easy just to find a EULA bit. Like I can literally just look it up. EULA guide. So if I do Genshin EULA build. 3 simple words. Let's see. She is an aid DPS. That is literally all she does. She does physical and cryo resist damage. Rate EULA. I'm gonna rate her a 9. Yes, calculate. So, her best weapon is the Song of Broken Pines, which is currently on banner. Does good support, good damage. Basically, I think you want to build physical damage on her. Oh yeah, her artifact is Pale Flame. That is physical damage. So yeah, you want to build physical damage on her. That's basically her main shtick. That also means if you have a Bennett who has C6 in a party with EULA, does she get weaker? No, I don't think she gets weaker because I think the fire element takes place after the physical stats. Look good. Okay. Photo, exit. Whoa, okay. Also, it's a good thing time just clicked over right at that very moment.
What do
But
we
yeah,
have?
my current build for EULA is literally not a good build at all. It's literally just, I needed something, so I just slapped on attack damage, which with Favonius Greatsword is a... don't think it's a recommended item. Let me check that. No, I want Prototype Archaic, which is this one, because it gives more damage. But also, it needs to be leveled up. And again, she's not in a good state at the moment. I've only just gotten her yesterday. Okay, and now they're introducing enemies. Okay. Okay. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a whole lot, actually. Yeah, they're actually swapping it. Okay, they are actually making it kind of tricky. And it's based on your angle too. So got ya. And boom.
What do we have here?
So how did I... how do I go back? There has to be a way to get back to the main track. Not that one. Can I just go over here? Will it let me start from over here?
Visibility is excellent. If we head to
No,
higher ground,
I
we
have
can do
to
a full recon
pass
of enemy activity in the
with
area.
the actual thing. Okay, I
Time to
see.
scout.
We are gonna go all the way back. All the way. A chest, two chests. This might take a moment. Can I land on this? I can. I can land on the upside down part. Again, hit collision usually doesn't encompass the entire thing. It usually does either what it needs to do or nothing at all.
Crush. Decided by destiny. Shadows of fate. Wind, hear me.
I completely balked that.
Ooh, will we find any firework materials in here?
The amount of fire characters who are potentially pyromaniacs concerns me. Thank you for understanding. My current setup doesn't actually allow me to like play and answer at the same time.
Here come the fireworks.
But just to show you that if I'm talking and you've posted something and I haven't responded immediately, it's not because I'm deliberately ignoring you or just trying to be an arse. I
Vengeance will be
literally
mine.
just haven't checked yet.
Beg for mercy.
Let me scry.
So at the end of the day, I think
Shudder.
it's more interesting me playing the game than just stopping and checking every 5 minutes.
Yeah. Time for a light show.
Oh, sorry, not 5 minutes, 5 seconds. So I am checking every 5 minutes. Go. But you asked what region I'm in. What about yourself? What region do you play Genshin in? Or do you... Oh no, you do play Genshin because you've mentioned you've got EULA. There we go. Choo-choo. So my streaming schedule kind of depends on when I've got energy after work. I will usually try to stream on a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. But failing that, I will try to stream just basically on those 3 days, maybe on the weekend. But again, I work during the day, so I only have so much time to actually do stuff. you know, it's the old issue of like you've only got so much time in the day, and if you can't do everything in a day, well then you can't do everything in a day. Yeah, we got that's in place.
Ah, this is great. I feel so relaxed all over. I could almost float away.
There we go. You need to move to the bubble.
Huh.
You need to move over the bubble.
Ah, this is great. Ooh, let me open it.
Here we go. Another trial. Crap. Thankfully, destroying the mud balloons doesn't do anything harmful. You perspective. That's cruel. That's so cruel. That is so cruel, using perspective like that. But now I know you want me to focus on this side. God, that... This is... I was ahead of the balloon. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, that shot. That is pretty cool. Oh, I like that. More of this. More fantastic. Just more of this. That's all I want. No, get out. Just more fantasy, more of that stuff. Because just seeing, nice. Thank you very much. Just seeing more of just shots like that, even though I've got no control, it looks nice and it just looks fun. Like, make your things a spectacle. If you make something a spectacle, then it looks cool. It might not be related to gameplay in any sense, but hey, you've just done something that looks cool, people like it, and considering that's just basically it. Just do cool stuff. Just do cool stuff, and that's all that really matters. Why don't I have a quest popping up? I have a... Okay, so... I have a feeling that an artist I commissioned might be having a tad of a not parasocial, but a bit of a social... how do I put it? They're acting a lot closer than what they probably should be.
EULA. Oh, Adia is here too. Hey,
I,
it's
for
the
a half
traveler
second,
Paimon.
thought Adelia was EULA and
Did you
EULA was
rest well?
Deela. Like, wow, okay. I feel refreshed and not
this
sick
is
at
a
all.
comfortable place to rest. I guess that's one thing here that's better than the desert. But other than that, there's not much going for this place.
What about food?
Things like that isn't going to help, Adia.
But
What about food?
it's
What's the
truth.
situation of food?
The desert is full of terrible memories for me. Being there was like, yeah, like wading through thick mud.
Or like going through a
That's a good way
desert?
to put it. Actually, if you hadn't mentioned it, Paimon would have already forgotten that this domain is in the desert. I know what you mean. The air here isn't at all like the desert. It's very humid, almost as if we're in the rainforest. It's a very familiar feeling for me.
Everyone looks well rested. If you're ready, we can start making our way to the jungle north of here.
Good luck, everyone. I'll be rooting for you.
Hold on. I said we, didn't I? No need to say goodbye, because you're coming too.
Huh? But wait, I'm just the mascot.
Teddy was the mascot. Morgana was the
This
mascot.
time, Adia. The manager
Don't
of the
think
fairgrounds
Persona
was
3
waiting
had
to see
any
you.
mascot,
She
actually,
said
apart from
Adia is the
the
only
dog who
person
came
can
in.
help.
Koromaru, that's it.
Yes, Kale and I discovered a fairgrounds
Point
in the
is,
forest.
the mascot comes everywhere because they're the
person
mascot.
in charge of it
and
seems
need
to
to
be
be
a
there.
Spontamod scholar.
Uh,
Scholar? But what's
I
she
don't.
doing there?
Well, that's the thing.
Researching the forest ley lines?
They're in
I
a
wish there were ley lines here that I
domain.
could ever study.
They've got places
Anyway,
to sleep,
I know who you're talking about.
but there's no
I better come
actual
along
mention
then.
of the foods. Like, we don't know if they can make food easily. Is food an issue? Because frankly, if food isn't an issue, you would live here over the blooming desert. Because deserts don't exactly have great reviews when it comes to, living there.
Beg for mercy.
Also, you can see that
Fate is
EULA
upon
doesn't
you.
actually do a lot of damage. I need to build her, but for that I need energy. But for that I also need money. For that I also need XP. And for that I also need trade. Basically, I have to do the daily quest, and it becomes a bit of a grind.
Shudder!
Especially because I'm not doing a whole lot of damage numbers. Not of her, at least. Because Greatsword users, rule of thumb is they should be doing high damage, but the damage doesn't hit at all. So I'm just going to quickly swap. I'm going to switch you out for Noelle.
Oh, how exciting!
I found you, Faker. Faker, you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're not even good enough to teach.
Ooh,
What was it?
wonderful.
I forget how that quote goes because it gets cut off so many times. It's like, Faker, I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my fake. I think is the full quote. Which, if they ever do remake Sonic Adventure 2, audio
I'll
balancing.
catch up.
Straight up audio balancing. Because what they did in Sonic Adventure 2 was basically, hey, we've got these lines in Japanese, but instead of retiming the English to the Japanese, the Japanese, the voices from Japanese to English, or any other language, we're just going to, just play the clips as they are. So what happens is that you just get a whole bunch of overlapping lines. There you go, and that's that. No, that's not that. I thought it hit you. I'm bad at aiming.
Ooh, will we find any firework materials in here?
go. Are we getting close to the next... Ooh. I see that floating thing. What is that? Do I have to actually walk over? I have to actually walk over it. Alright. What's this? Once you've picked up the gleaming lamp's brilliant mirror, you can grant colour to the lamp's light. When the correct colour of light shines upon the lamp gem, the gem will be activated. Okay, so I've just got to match colours. Yeah, so this one has a blue gem, so I have to install the blue light.
Fire hazard!
Thank you for using Dendro. You've just made things so much easier for your Mia to destroy you.
Barbados, guide us.
Die please.
Ooh, wonderful.
Oh, that's fine. I'm checking in every so many minutes anyway. So if you need to vanish, feel free to vanish. Okay, so I need the orange lamp.
Ooh, let me open it.
A very simple puzzle.
Finally, someone has arrived.
All these
Sorry to
people
keep you waiting,
have a
Luna.
similar
We've got a
trend
deal with
of
us.
having the same hair color.
Thank you, Kale. It's been quite some time since I've seen you, Idia. To be honest, I didn't think you'd actually show up. If anything, I thought you'd be curled up somewhere crying alone.
That's the second time someone said that. Well, these people
Hey,
are mean.
You shouldn't be saying things like that.
Doesn't seem to be the first time Paimon's heard someone say that about Adia, though.
Literally this is the second time.
You want to see me cry? Fun! Stop crying! Right here!
What?
No, please don't.
I don't get why you just...
All right,
Succumb
I
instantly.
shouldn't have said that. Now, who are these two?
And Paimon is Paimon.
They're reliable helpers. Lucky for you that I found them. You'd better be more careful about how you speak to them, okay?
Of course.
Jesus
Good to meet you.
freaking
You may call
Christ.
me Maymuna. For the sake of time, we should forego the usual
can we
pleasantries.
like, notch
Please
it
follow
down
me.
from an 8 to a 4? That'd be great. Because at the moment I feel like everyone's about to go straight to a 10. I should probably also claim these. Actually, what is the time right now? Okay, I'll go into the 2-hour mark. When I hit 2 hours, I'll end the stream there.
Wow. Look at that huge tent.
Amazing, isn't it? I helped make it. What fun would a fairground be without a tent, right?
Really? Paimon knew you couldn't be so pathetic. You just act modest all the time to hide your actual abilities.
Okay, what's the twist?
Huh?
What is it, Kale?
Sorry. I'm not sure if I should tell you.
Here's the twist.
I'm afraid it might dampen the mood.
Here's the twist.
That's not important. Please, just speak your mind.
We might all be dead in 5 minutes.
Well, there are lots of vendor booths set up here, but there's no one running them. In fact, there's no one at this fair at all. It looks pretty deserted.
Almost like we're in
The
a
truth is,
desert.
this used to be an exciting and bustling place. But just a few days ago, something happened, and it seemed like...
Like,
The whole world was suddenly flipped upside down.
Yes, exactly. Something fell from the central hub into the tent and knocked down the crystal light that was hanging at the top.
Oh, the crystal light.
Mm-hmm. I remember a certain someone said that we should have beautiful lights to celebrate at a fair, and made us that crystal light. But once the light fell, the tent became a complete mess and the Hydro-Eidolons were trapped inside. Just when I was at my wit's end, a man from the Lawrence clan came and offered his assistance.
Oh,
Wait, he offered to help you?
Yes, and he refused to listen to any of my warnings. He just...
Yes? And then?
yeah, don't leave us hanging here. What happened?
And that's it. He became trapped inside along with the Hydro-Eidolons.
Oh no, we have to do something. We can't just leave him there.
if your first suggestion is go
I know,
inside, you're
but
an
the
idiot.
situation inside might be more difficult than you think.
Just talking about it is a waste of time. Since we're already...
All right.
Wait, are we actually just going inside the tent? Okay, we're just going inside the tent that people were trapped in. But we've got no other plan except go in. What if we become trapped as well? I mean,
There
we
used
won't
to be a
because we
large
need to
stage
be able
inside,
to, you know,
but
beat the
after
game.
everything got shaken up, it seems the very nature of the entire place was altered. The lamps and crystal light that were hanging above have all fallen down.
Wait, so you mean it's difficult to move around in?
Yes, mainly because of the light. Do any of you have experience being on stage? Once the stage...
I can't stand that feeling. Having everyone...
Me too! I'm no good at speaking in front of people. And then to have everyone staring at you. Oh, just the thought of it makes me shudder.
Fair enough.
Sounds like you have some things you haven't been able to...
Please don't laugh. I'm trying my best to change that, but there are still some things I can't overcome. Like when there's a lot of people around, or when people are staring at me.
Yep.
No, there's nothing funny about that. And you know what? It's not a bad thing to care when other people are looking. That's my opinion anyway. Think about it. Only people who have high standards for themselves would worry about failing to meet others' expectations.
Fair.
You have many good qualities, Kale. I bet if you had to learn dance since childhood like myself, then you'd be an even better dancer than me.
No way! That would be impossible.
I can relate. I know exactly how she feels.
Maybe we should find a time for you to learn with me. And one day, you will become an outstanding dancer too. By that time, you'll be so focused on performing your beautiful moves that you'll no longer worry about an audience watching you.
Wow. Eula's so passionate about this that she's practically glowing now.
What was that? I'll get vengeance.
You wouldn't
Because that
think
was
I
a
look
joke that
stupid
wasn't
and
run into the
secretly laugh at
ground.
me. Would you...
You really think I'm that kind of person? Fine. Vengeance will be mine.
Okay, never mind. I take it all
Of course
back.
not.
Seems there's no need for me to warn you again.
3D
Anyway, you just
thinking
need
was a
to
bit
open
too
the curtain
much.
and you'll be
Back to the 2D it is. Rotate lamp.
Wait, what's that thing in the middle there?
That's my crystal light! It's been locked up.
Well, let's figure out a way to fix this. Looks like we need to raise the platform underneath.
So you have... Oh, you've got a fair bit of damage. You've got a fair bit of damage as well. Oh, wow, you've got a lot of
crystal light.
damage.
If I remember correctly, the stage controls should be somewhere around here.
It seems we have to use the colorful lens to make the light change colors.
Okay, so I have to unlock and raise the crystal light. Oh, I see.
Beg for mercy.
Yeah. EULA should be doing that much damage each time. So, where are these people being trapped again?
The colored pieces of the bolt have melted.
Yes, the lens is made of materials that are easily melted by light.
Is it me or do I smell something sweet here?
That's one way of shining new light on the problem.
Hey, Maymuna? Do you happen to know someone named Sino?
No, never heard that name before. Why do you ask?
Oh, never mind then. I was just thinking you two would have a lot in common.
Back
She's
to
got a
the
point.
situation at hand. We should probably head into the passageway that opened now.
So, do you like puns? Yeah, I do. Do you know this person?
Oh,
No, I don't.
Is anyone here? If you can hear me, please help!
Lessig Lawrence?
Who are you? Who has the audacity to utter my full name?
You sure don't look like you're in any condition to be talking like that.
He's a Lawrence.
Yep.
He's fine.
He's a member of the Lawrence clan, all right. Even though he's hanging on by a thread, he still insists on clinging to meaningless etiquette.
You? What are you? Have you come here to mock me, EULA?
If you would just think for a moment, it should be pretty obvious why we are here. Yet, now you're intentionally trying to provoke me? Of course, you don't have to accept my help. After all, aristocrats are naturally superior and need no help from others.
Yes.
Basically,
Thanks for the
go
reminder.
fuck yourself.
I don't need help from.
I don't think he really means it, Eula. His tone was harsh, but he keeps glancing at you from the corner of his eyes. It's my opinion as the healer that he...
Okay. He's been trapped for so long that it seems he's forgotten how to hold a decent conversation. How ridiculous. Let's go. We'll leave the stage to this person who'd rather save face than save his own life.
Hey, no, wait! Halt! You cannot just leave me here. We're both of the Lawrence bloodline after all. Helping me when necessary certainly won't tarnish your prestige. If anything, my embarrassing predicament will be overshadowed by your virtuous deed. We must uphold the prestige and dignity of the family.
This is the best reason you could come up with? You think tacking on the word family will be enough to talk me into helping you?
I mean, you've walked
You
back.
should be ashamed for your careless actions. It's because of you that we all had to come here.
Seems everyone in the Lawrence clan is this way. They'll do anything to save face.
All right. Looks like it's time for the mascot to step in. Here you go. One for EULA and one for Lessig.
A gun with a bullet each.
What
I
is
think you're getting very
Candy?
suspicious with your actions.
Thanks.
Oh, the smell. It's just like the aroma I smelled coming from the lens.
Yes, that's right. Enjoying something sweet always lightens the mood.
Wait, so
thank
the
you,
lens
Miss
is made of
Mascot.
candy,
I
but
certainly
melts in the
do
light.
feel much better
So
now.
we put it in.
So he's willing to thank someone else, but not
So we
me.
put in the lens.
EULA has
To
been
funnel
worrying
the
about
light.
you the past few days.
But it
now
doesn't
that
melt.
You two have been reunited. I won't have to keep answering her questions anymore.
Let me clarify one thing. I don't care what happens to him. If you're going to keep saying nonsense like this, then...
Eula will never admit that she actually cares about him. Yeah, you're probably right.
If you're going to keep saying nonsense like this, then at least give me another piece of candy.
Oh, sure. I still have more.
Sorry. I admit my mistake. I know I've caused heaps of trouble for all of you.
Why couldn't you have just said that earlier?
I'm back. Oh? Have you already finished catching up? Why are you all looking at me?
Because you just broke the moment.
Nothing.
All right, then let's clean things up here and keep working our way toward getting the crystal light fixed. There's no need to push your...
I'll take him and find some place for him to rest. I happen to be a little tired myself.
All right. I'll leave my cousin to you then.
I'm a little tired. How could you be tired? You have done nothing.
You'd better
Welcome back,
rest up and
Ballas.
regain your strength before we settle things, Lessig.
That music caught me off guard.
Now, let's see if there's any way to keep raising the platform higher. We probably will need to find a mechanism that's like a lamp.
Okay. There it is. Okay. So if I pick up the mirror, if I install a brilliant lamp, rotate it.
Oh, look! There's a water droplet over there!
A hydroidolin. It must have been trapped in the curtain. But at least it seems to be okay.
It seems happy. And remember the rule, we cannot stand in front of the light. So, because if I... Can I just sneakily... No, I can't. Oh, we... Okay. I like how it's using hats as pipes. That's pretty neat. Alright. So it's not a distance.
Strange. Is that really the Lessig that I...
Wow! And Paimon thought it looked big from the outside! This place is massive!
It's
It is
literally
a
the
magical tent,
TARDIS.
after all. The inside is much larger than it appears from the outside. Haven't you heard stories with this sort of thing before?
Oh, it's already moved up. Alright, cool, so I can just keep moving. Haven't I heard stories? Yeah, I think that is literally the TARDIS.
Oh, another path has appeared! This should be the last...
Yes, don't worry. We're almost to the top of the tent. The last thing we need to do is raise the crystal light to the very... After the stage collapsed, I realized that having it raised only halfway makes it look a lot like the stage at the Grand Bazaar. Have any of you visited the Grand Bazaar?
Yeah,
No,
we have.
I haven't.
I have. I've gone there a few times, but the place is bustling with all kinds of vendors. And if you're lucky, you can see Milu perform her dance.
Oh, a dance from Sumeru? I'd like to see that myself. If only it were on the way back, then we could stop there.
It doesn't matter if it's on the way or not. I would be happy to take you whenever you have time, EULA.
Great. I'll take you up on that offer.
Yeah!
We've been to the Grand Bazaar.
Now that
No
I
one
have to think about
cares.
it, we've already been there more times than Paimon can remember.
Really? My father used to help with festivities at the Grand Bazaar and would always give me candy during the events. I was just a kid and didn't understand anything. I was happy as long as he gave me some candy. To me, fairs and festivals were the best things ever.
I
always
wonder
thought my
if
father
these
was
people
amazing
who look
and wanted to be
identical
just like him when I
are
grew up.
like
But aren't you a scholar
different
in the academia,
phases
EULA?
of... I don't know.
As far as I know, scholars seldom could spend time. I doubt you could have time to assist your father in preparing.
Yeah, seems you read me. When I had the choice between becoming who I wanted to be and who my parents wanted me to be, I ended up choosing the latter. But I...
Huh. That's almost the exact opposite of you.
You must have already realized that. Why else would you set up all the booths here and make this place like a fairgrounds?
Yes, but I'm still not as happy as I imagined I would. I realized that attending a fair and running a fair are two completely different things. The main reason my childhood
Because
was so
if
fun
you
and
attend
carefree
something,
is because
you're
my
not
family
dealing with all
worked
the
hard.
BS on the
But
background.
my father knew how difficult and tiring running a fair could be, so he wanted to push me
I'm
towards
from the UK.
academics. But in the end, I
So
didn't
United
do well in
Kingdom.
either. I gave up on myself and resorted to investigating ley lines in the desert. Some things happened, and then I accidentally ended up here. I finally had a chance to make my wish of running a fair come true. But after seeing everything come crashing down, I feel like I've lost the strength to go on.
It's not as bad as you make it out to be, Maimuna. No need to feel so down. You have the courage to change, and you've been actively guiding us on this journey. Someone who's given up on themselves could never do these things.
Oh, Kale.
Oh, that's so
I
nice.
understand my situation better than anyone. You don't need to try to comfort me.
It's not that I'm trying to comfort you. It's just that people sometimes don't realize that their actions speak louder than words. Believe me, this is something that I learned from my time together with EULA.
Oh, what are you trying to say?
Oh, nothing. Now, let's get that crystal light fixed.
All right.
Okay, so I need to install. I'm just going to install all the lights. Is that really right? Okay. There we go. Oh, you've got health bars now. Did I do that right? Oh, the blue one.
Good. That should do it.
Oh, you're from Hungary. Nice. I think you're the first person I know who's from Hungary, actually.
Hey, Idea! We're back! Oh, I was starting to wonder what was taking you so long. But don't worry, Lessig is recovered. I'm pretty good at taking care of people. Seems I've found another good thing about myself.
That is some low self-esteem. If a simple
I don't know
thing.
if I should be worried for him or happy for her.
The shadow. It's massive. Wait. The shadow just now. It's.
Seems he still might need a little more
He's
time to recover.
traumatized.
Tell me, did everything go well for you all?
Of course. With a team like the Traveler, Paimon, Kale, and EULA, they're at least 40 times more reliable than you ever were.
Jesus Christ!
40 times more reliable? That means I'm still pretty good then.
Oh, I don't.
I guess it's impossible to feel like you've lost once you've already given up. I'm a little concerned about how comfortable you are with that.
Same.
What has happened? How did I get outside of the tent? Ah, that's right. I remember meeting Eula, and then. My head.
The trauma
you're
is
awake
kicking
now.
your ass.
Don't worry, that's just a side effect of your treatment, Lessig.
I'm afraid I still feel a little disoriented.
something
Less
scarring,
ignorant.
clearly.
Oh, it's you, EULA. All right, I'll do it. I'll come back to Mondstadt with you and abandon my wild efforts to restore the Lawrence clan.
Interesting. Now you want to talk. Seems like you've had a change of
Oh,
heart.
right.
In
I
that
forgot
case,
that entire
maybe
plot
you'll be
point
able to
of
explain everything in
literally
detail for
the
us
Lawrence
now.
clan was thrown into literal,
I admit it.
what's
Yes.
disarray,
Came here in
shame.
hopes of finding a way to restore the Lawrence clan to its former glory. It was a long journey, and I didn't always know the way. I passed through Liyue and Sumeru. There was even a time when I lost my wallet and had to live in the wild. But the peculiar thing is, I realized that nobody knew me out there. Not a single person even cared about the Lawrence clan. You and I are like glass pawns that were raised in shackles. We were taught to act like nobles, but outside the walls of our home, the people of Mondstadt despised us. Such pompous, hateful, and stubborn teaching. It all culminated to making us cling to the old aristocratic dogma in an attempt to maintain our pride. It's like a never-ending game of tug-of-war, but it is meaningless. You understand. Or I should say, you have already long understood. But I'm afraid that I have only just realized this.
Paimon sorta understands what Lessig is saying.
Everything he said is true. Your family is probably unaware that you've already changed how you see things.
Yes, this has all happened recently. After coming to this domain, I realized the Mondstadt that I want is one where not everyone fears me. All that I and many other members of the Lawrence clan long for is a place where we can live peacefully with others.
No.
Lessig, both you and I never had anything to do with the glory of the Lawrence clan. That is all in the past. You're just ordinary people.
I originally planned on returning to Mondstadt after taking care of things here. I never thought you would come here. I was completely shocked, which is why I reacted like I did. I'm sorry.
See, people can always make different choices, and it seems that Lessig has also chosen to become someone he truly wants to be.
Yes, about that. I'm afraid I haven't quite found my own purpose in life yet.
Ooh.
That's all right. Being able to clearly choose between becoming who you want to be and who your parents wanted you to be is already a step in the right direction. How to find true happiness is probably one of the most difficult research topics of all.
I have a suggestion for
Because
you,
it's
Lessig.
next to impossible.
Why don't you return to Mondstadt and tell your parents what you just told us?
They'll probably try to tear me limb from limb. But what about you? Did you ever tell your family about what you think?
This is something that I've been thinking about, too. Perhaps the two of us can sit down with the rest of the clan and discuss it with them. The Lawrence clan is just like this stage. It was once home to glorious performances, but those days are now long gone. And it is time for the stage to be updated.
She's so solid and tough, but also clear and open, like an ice cube. Is that why she's able to dance anytime and anywhere she wishes?
Trailer clip.
Are you all done talking now?
Yes, I think so. By the way, that is for you. Please take it. I found it on Lessig earlier.
More candy.
Oh, it's one of the missing components! Wait, so you had it all this time? Why didn't you give it to me earlier?
It's
Well,
almost
you
like it's a
didn't
trial.
ask. All right, I admit it. I forgot about it.
Okay, we'll let the Traveler hold on to it for now.
Wait, this looks pretty familiar. Have I seen one? Ah, right.
Candy box.
I also bought a similar box at the last festival.
Yes, people often use this kind of box for candy at festivals. This was one of the materials originally used to create the tent, but now that the tent has been repaired, we no longer need it. Eating the candy from the box as an adult will never be as delicious as it was when you were a kid. But if you really think about it, there are way more things you can eat as an adult.
Ah, so when it comes down to it, eating candy is sort of like life. It's just another choice.
One that gives you a lot of calories and is a nightmare to burn off.
So, as of now, we've already collected 3 of the missing components. Oh, I'm sorry that repairing the tent took so much of everyone's time. You should all head back and have a rest. I'll lead the way.
It actually wasn't that bad. It wasn't that big a deal. Alright. So yeah, I'm going to call it there because we are well over 2 hours. And, I have other things I need to do, so, I'll try to get things started back on Monday. But, oh god, I've been so busy, it's ridiculous. Anyway, ciao.